So this is an example of a street in Riverside. Smaller houses, some renovated, some not. The unrenovated houses you can pick up for about 60 to 80,000. And then I showed you that one other house that's very big that they completely renovated that went for 280. This is Riverside Park. Right now I'm standing on Birdsall Parkway. You can kind of see it's a divided road with just a nice little berm with trees there. All the houses along here are little tiny bungalows built in the 1950s. Across the street over there, you can see a brand new build that's happened. I think that sold for over $250,000. So this is Birdsall Parkway. At the end of the street down there is a trendy little coffee shop. And then when we go this way, at the end of the street down that way is Riverside Park. So this is Riverside Park. You can see a little playground here. There's like a splash park back there. I think that's undergoing renovations right now with some, some slides and stuff like that. There's a community building. Over here is some of the construction that started going on. So this is just one area of Riverside Park. A lot of hiking, biking type of things in this area. Little League baseball diamonds, that sort of thing. So this is Riverside Park that is undergoing even more development. Okay, so this is going down Riverside Drive. We've got Riverside Park on the right side here. And then these are the type of houses that you see on this side of the street. You can see like the rent-a-bikes here. And then here's Birdsall Parkway that is kind of the, nice little stately area there. So the development's like happening at Riverside and Birdsall and then kind of spreading into the neighborhood. This is Birdsall Parkway in Riverside Park. Nice little divided road here with trees in the median. That's Riverside Park up ahead of us. Okay, these are the houses right alongside of Riverside Park. So it's the park and then a golf course. And I feel like all the houses right along this area are nicer, but there's plenty of houses in back behind here that could use some developing. And over here then is the golf course. Hey, this is Gloria, pink-haired lady from Indianapolis, and we are going exploring in another one of my favorite neighborhoods on the west side of Indianapolis tonight. We're going to look at the Riverside neighborhood. So this is a neighborhood that I think just has a ton of potential. I think that we've got a lot of growth coming in this area, and I'm just kind of excited to talk about Riverside area. So let's go ahead and share my screen so you can see what's going on here. So here we are, starting again with a big map of Indianapolis. We again are going to be on the west side, so we're going to zoom in a little bit, and we are going to look at the Riverside neighborhood. So you can see here we're not too far from the middle of downtown. This area right here, just east of 16th Street, is called the 16 Tech area. And I've shot a little bit of video footage for you. Lots of exciting things happening around in the 16 Tech area. Basically, it used to be a bunch of old abandoned warehouses and office buildings. And this organization came in and they decided they're going to try to get some corporations to come in. So they went to some of the universities. There's some research labs there, just some different things going on to just revitalize this little area of downtown. There also has been some apartments built. I showed you a video of an old baseball stadium that got converted into apartments. That's kind of pretty cool. And then right along 10th Street here is where a lot of the hospitals are. So a lot of the major hospitals for the Midwest area are right here in this area. So just north of here, this whole area right here is the Riverside neighborhood area. So to the left here of this, you can see that we've got a golf course, and then this is all a park area. The city of Indianapolis is going to be sinking a lot of money in here to do a little bit of revitalization in there. There's a water park. There's like a derby track kind of slide type thing that's just been kind of abandoned that they're going to put back in. There's some architectural structures that they're going to be building, putting some new playgrounds in. There's a lot of different parks. Like I was out there in the evening one night and there's just a parking lot full of cars with people out playing softball and families having picnics and just sitting around and chatting in their cars and things like that. So Riverside Park is, you know, a really nice park, but they're actually doing a lot more to make it better. So then over here, Birdsall Parkway, I did a video for you kind of going down the middle of this. This is a divided road with a nice little section in the middle with some trees and some grass. So I think that a lot of the development is happening right along East Riverside here and then right along Birdsall Parkway. The area south here in this little southeast corner of that is where a lot of, I think the best area to pick up some houses to pick up, revitalize them, flip them, or a good buy and hold area, because I think there's a lot of people in here that would like to rent in this area to be close to what's happening here in the 16 Tech area. A lot of the streets in here, I talked to a neighbor of a house that one of my investors picked up, and she said that her mother had lived in this house for 60 years. And she kind of pointed around to the houses around her, and she said there were only one or two that were not the original owners that had been there for, you know, 50, 60 years. So, so a lot of good longevity there. Also a good thing for investors because some of these might start, you know, retiring out and wanting to move into senior living type places. And so some of these houses may start becoming available and come on the market. North of here is not quite as developed, and I'll just let you know that for sure. I feel like the development's happening this way and happening this way. This part is going to come, but it's a little bit slower. So it's just a little bit rougher area up here than it is down here. But again, you can find less expensive houses in that area. So like where you might find 50 to 100,000 here, you might find 40 to $60,000 up here. Now they're going to need a lot of work. Just let you know, some of these houses just have not been well maintained. The closer you get to the highway, the farther away from you get to the park. That's kind of the trajectory of the houses that aren't quite as good up there. There is like a nice little corner up here as you're going up right before you get on the highway. That's like a brand new, like houses built in like the 90s and 80s. It's a little vinyl village here and a few little condos here that, if you can find any in there, though, that's a nice little pocket there. But I just think because of everything that's happening with 16 Tech, everything that's happening with this park over here, I think that this is a great area that will be developing in the Riverside Park area.